Welcome to Rauta. This time I have some very special unboxing thing happening here because I know what's supposed to be in this box for Rauta channel as a new tool. As to where we are kind of about to say, yes, these are new toys for boys, because that's in fact what I hope this to be. But in fairness, we're talking about tools here. We're talking about improving some things on the channel. So let's see, blindly unboxing this before I will show you what's going on. Let's throw these babies away. And inside we have DJI Mic 2. And indeed, this is gonna be the blind unboxing one because, like I said, I knew what's going to be there inside of the box, and as such I want to just do it like this. So I've been reading about the product. God damn it, slippery. I've been reading about this product, and of course I've been using the previous ones. You've seen me using this with a lot of interviews past maybe 2 years now. The DJI Mic 1, that is, of course. And that has been a fantastic tool for, doing interviews because of sound quality, because of the easiness with this microphones, the storage box, which also serves as a charging unit, etc. Now, got this part 2 straight from the European delivery company, the distributor, and this is supposed to be even better than the first one. I will show you later on in comparison the first one with this one, so you can see the differences, but of course the main focus is this new one. First of all, this new package looks really cool, better than the first one, because that was just the box and, well, a pouch. Nothing wrong with that, mind you, but this looks even better because one of the main things I love so much about this, in addition to sound quality and use of easiness, is that I can just squeeze this in my pocket. Whenever I'm going to a festival to do these band interviews, one of the best parts is that I get to carry around this with rather easily. It's just like I put it in my pouch and there it is. Now, with this new version, there's even better pouch for the elements here, the ingredients. Comes always with these things that keep the moist away. So inside you will see multiple smaller pockets, and of course the vital cable for charging the unit. This is USB-C, as you can see, very important, very much these days. And like I said, there are these tiny sub pockets, and this cable is between the camera and the receiving unit, and then you have the extra space here for, of course, this package and the one that I'm going to show you. This is now nicely designed so that you can just squeeze your belt through it. A big improvement compared to, just previous where you just had this pouch. Of course, you can use this piece to, stick it to your backpack or whatever. But this is indeed already an improvement I didn't know of. Inside, you will see this. Okay, let's remove the sticker first. No, sorry. Press unlock to steer. Okay, maybe reading is important quality these days. So you have here inside these microphones, which now have improved buttons versus the previous version. You have the charging possible, and of course taking the data out with USB-C. You have this blinking light, meaning it's ready to be used. Whenever I push recording buttons, it will start recording. You have the power button, so I could just power it down if I want to. There is this recording buttons here, and then you have also, of course, the receiver unit, which is this one. Now it has, previously this wasn't there, the button that you can just scroll it nicely, nice smooth, you would just usually use the touch screen in order to get into the menus. You will find all the necessary settings here, like sound quality, volume, whatever you need. But now you can just use this in addition to typing, say here, this information. So it's still a touchscreen, a very useful one, but this gives you a little bit more precision. On the back side of things, you will also have the USB-C port here, as well as the charging unit connectors, which just connect here in the box. And because there's a clip, you can just put it into the cameras tool, and then you have the connectors for microphones, so you can monitor the voice quality, sound quality, and there you have the one that you just use it to kind of link it to the camera. So two small pouches are included, and these are the windscreens. Fluffy. And these are, of course, when you go outside. This is not something that we do too often, because luckily we are usually having the possibility to record the things inside, like a lounge area, whatever. But these help indeed when you go out. And these, of course, go to the microphones here, which are still looking nice and small and cute and very useful. Once again, these buttons here, just showing you again. And of course, then you can just screw this windscreen on the top of the microphone, so it will actually remove the wind. And much like the microphones, the receiver, these both go automatically on when you just remove from the box, which means that this is basically like the usual happening is like, okay, I have the microphone for the interviewer, it just goes like that, and the other one goes to the, well, of course, the people I'm interviewing. So you just clip it nicely. This is also magnetic, so I could just put it elsewhere, like probably microphone here. You don't see it, but there it is already. So you can just put it in the various places very easily, quickly. And when you're done, you just put them all here into the box. Boom, it starts recharging, and you can just stash it away, store it away. And like I said, this is this now opening mechanism, so this is not opening as accidentally as the previous one. Smaller updated version here as well. And when you're using this with, say, your smartphone, you have USB-C connector you can use, also having the charging part here. These are both stored nicely. And then you have the lightning one for iPhones, iPads possibly, and here you see the connecting dots, so, or connector dots. So all I am saying is this easiness to use this baby is something that is like 5 out of 5. You really can't make things more, well, simplified and easy to the people using these. And of course, when these are charging, this doesn't really zoom that well, but you can see the charging levels, you can see the sound quality levels, and whenever these are connected. And by the way, when I remove these from the box, they are automatically connected. So, I mean, you really can't compete with stuff like that. Then you have these recharging lights here, the LED lights when you're charging, and of course the charging port. So this baby alone gives me a lot of freedom when I go to about and, you know, just take those interviews. And now back to this travel bag, if you will. This is a bit of improvement, because previously there was no place for this, and now I can just stash them right here very, very nicely. And this is sturdier than the previous version, so there are improvements. Mostly, however, this will be improved version compared to the first one in terms of how much you can use it with one go. I think now it's something like 18 hours. Ridiculous amount of time for my use. I mean, I can go for like weeks basically without having to charge this unit when I'm doing interviews. And between the trips I'm doing, I just can easily just charge it on the go, whatever. Also, and this is, in my opinion, a big improvement versus the first one. Now there is an active noise cancellation, which really should help us out when we're doing those interviews, well, noisy environments, because not so often we go to a hotel lounge where there's no background noise and we get to talk about whatever we're dealing with the interviewee. But the thing here is, Now that we have noise cancellation here, we can even have these conversations outside the venue, or like sometimes those very noisy backstage entrances, like what's been going on at Steelfest. Sometimes doors are banging back and forth and you can hear the outside music coming, and while it's not essentially disturbing, of course it's better to have it without the noise. There are other smaller upgrades with how the sound is like recorded. Like now you have like -6 decibels, which means I could, technically speaking, go to a concert, wear the mic and record some stuff, and it would just kind of cut the background noise. And as such, these are now more or less improvements, but these are very, very context dependent. For some people it doesn't matter. For example, if you're doing recordings at the home office or similar space, like I'm doing this right now here at my home, of course this kind of a noise cancellation stuff, and that is not important. But when you go out, the more you will value these kind of well, how to say it, things that are, of course, a clear upgrade versus the previous ones. On top of that, you can now record music, talk, whatever, in better sound quality, like 32-bit float technology, which means that you can basically go from silent whispers to loud noise, and it has more, say, space for various things. Now, these are very hi-fi things, and a lot of people won't hear the difference between 24-bit and 32-bit. Most likely that's not really the case with us. We rarely whisper or go with the loud noises and all, but still, you have the possibility, and I think it counts for something. Overall, like I said, the previous version was clearly, with all the possibilities, all the easiness, all the, well, connectors and windshields and whatnot, easily 5 out of 5. So how you improve from 5 out of 5? Well, that's something that I hope to prove you once I'm getting this baby on the road. Meaning once I'm actually taking this with me on those cruises, like Nordic Metal Cruise happening in February, and once I'm going through like Inferno Festival 2024, Steelfest 2024, that's when we will putting this baby on the test. So I get to tell you more about this one, and probably tend to compare this to the previous one when I have more experience. This is merely an unboxing video and giving you a little bit of insight. What is this product like? What are the improvements? What are the upgrades? How does it look? How does it feel? This feels sturdy and this feels nice. When combined, these are an excellent companion for me to do my stuff. So stay tuned for Rauta's interviews. There should be plenty already this spring. And then I can give you a lot of more information how well these babies have been working for me. Now, off you go. And if you're gonna do some recording on the road, consider getting one of these. Thank you to Boston Group for delivering me a copy. Thank to DJI for making this possible. So let's keep you updated about the actual test when I get that far. Now, off you go. Bye-bye.